Okay, so you're going to have a proposed order, absolutely the best practice to have a proposed order, and you're going to have 5 copies of that. And you may not get to enter your order because the judge rules so differently from what your proposal was. Hopefully it's exactly what you proposed. But what often happens is it's close. And so you can hand make changes, or the judge will hand make changes on your proposed order, and then you get it entered that day. And that is so much better than after the fact, going back to your office, drafting an order, passing it all around. Now you're in a big feud with the other lawyer about the order. Is that what the judge said or not? Now you have to file a motion to enter, have a whole nother hearing about what was the order supposed to say. So if you do it in advance and you bring it with you, maybe you'll get to avoid all of that hassle and you'll have your order entered that day. So that's best practice. And you will be ahead, if you do that, you'll be ahead of most lawyers because most do not bring a proposed order. So, little tip. If that court, and we're really going electronic in most counties now, but if that court still has a paper file, they like, it's a courtesy to the court for you to 2-hole punch the top of the original so they can stick it in the file. They're lazy. They don't have time to do your 2-hole punch. So that's just a nice way to do that as a courtesy. And it also indicates to me which one my original is. So I know I have an original, and the rest are copies I can do with as I need. Now we're so electronic that they're scanning everything. So one thing to consider is, do you want to staple things or do you want to have them loose with a paper clip because they're scanning everything? So different courtesy that may be shifting. Okay, so in my hearing notebook, I like to have the pleadings, at least the live pleadings that are relevant to this hearing. So my motion, their motion, if they have their own motion for the hearing today, or if they have a reply or a response. And I like to have extra copies of that in my folders. So again, if tab 5 is my pleading, I like to have folder 5, copies of the pleading, because many, many times I have been to court where either the judge can't access the file, whether it's electronic or it's hard copy and it has been lost, not permanently lost, but for the day lost, or they can access it, but it's not in an orderly fashion. They can't quickly get to the motion, and we can just save time if you have an extra copy you can give to the court. So I like to have the latest pleading in my notebook. Create a document or use your title page to check off what is admitted or denied. Because you're going to be, in the frenzy of the hearing, you need to know at the end which of your exhibits came into evidence. You also might want to know as you go, because if you offered 2 and 2 did not come into evidence, then your next number is going to be 2. So it'll be confusing if you can't keep up. So you can just do a nice little line of admitted or denied on your table of contents even. So you have your nice numbering, okay, exhibit 7, and then there's going to be boxes to the right hand side, admitted or denied. And you can just do a check mark. Came in, and you can fill in the number. It came in as number 2, came in as number 4. And that will be nice, so not everybody's confused later when you're trying to put your record together. And at the end, if you ordered your court reporter, she's going to need the exhibits that came in. And I've had instances where this wasn't kept up with well. You're learning everything that I did wrong. And I learned the hard way, so I'm trying to help you avoid those mistakes. So we've had instances where it was a big trial. We had many exhibits at the end. The court reporter saying, I need the ones that came in. We couldn't all figure it out. We had to go back and look through the record. So that will save you a little time and energy to keep good track of that. And if you have someone assisting you, that's the perfect job for your assistant. So if you have a paralegal or a younger lawyer assisting you, or maybe you're the one assisting, that's a great job for you to keep track of what came in. And both, I also like to keep track of what came in for the other side. So you'll need little extra lines. Okay, then bring extra exhibit stickers. Sometimes you will have something with you that you didn't anticipate you were going to use an exhibit that, because of what happens in the hearing, you need to create. So have some extra exhibit stickers, or if you made a mistake on marking one, you can always just stick a sticker over your sticker. So have them in the sleeve of your notebook so they're easily accessible.